And if they wanted a copy of it, that they could have a copy of it.
When you say motions, are you referring to the court case filed at the Supreme Court of Appeals of West Virginia?
I'm not sure what you were meaning, but that was the verbiage that you used.
Motions was the verbiage? But you can look if you need to.
You stated in there that you would, I think the wording you used was filings, actually.
Filings, okay. And so, once again, our court filings in a court that's recognized as part of a government in operation at that time, is that anti-government?
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
Filing a dispute into a court that is in operation in a geographic location as part of a recognized government structure. In this case, it would be the state of West Virginia. How does filing a complaint into that recognized court make me anti-government?
Objection, Your Honor. We've gone over this a number of times. It's been asked and answered.
Overruled. You can answer if you can.
Repeat your question.
A court that is in operation in a specific territory as part of a recognized government structure, in this case would be the state of West Virginia. How does putting a complaint into that court make me anti-government or a sovereign citizen?
But I can't answer that question.
Okay, what are the laws of sovereign nation? That was in your complaint. Something about the compensation would be according to the laws of sovereign nation. Does that help you find that in there?
You'll have to give me a second.
That's fine, that's fine.
What was the verbiage that you used?
Compensation would be according to laws of sovereign nation. And I have quotation marks around laws of sovereign nation.
You do, or the complaint does?
I have it on here, so I'm assuming if I put it on here, it might be in the complaint. I'm not sure. I don't have a copy of it.
It is in the complaint, but it's not in quotation.
Okay, okay. And in the complaint, if it's not in quotations, that's a statement by you
You just referred to it as being in quotations. I was just clarifying.
No, I understand that. I was just asking on the complaint. If it's in quotations, that's a statement directly by me, and if it's not in quotations, that's a statement by you.
Is that a question?
Correct.
Can you form that in a question, please?
In the complaint, if it's not in quotation marks, that's a statement by you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a question pending?
Yes, he was looking for it. The laws of sovereign compensation would be according to the laws of sovereign nation. The facts to support that statement of his in the complaint.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm looking as fast as I can.
Was it a direct quote from there?
There's a section in here that refers to something along that lines, Your Honor.
My question is the language in the complaint a direct quote from that conference call?
I would have to find it in here to make sure, Your Honor, so I don't misspeak. Your Honor, can I read this excerpt from this transcript?
You need to answer the question that's being posed. Please restate the question.
The question was, what facts did you base your statement that compensation would be according to the laws of sovereign nation?
There's a statement in here that you made. The law of necessities says that if we need a place to sleep, there are plenty of hotels. Law of necessity, people. Law of necessity, self-preservation. There is money to be paid back to anyone we need to take over for a few days, period. The law of necessity, and remember, those businesses there are incorporated through us, and we have the right to appeal at that point. We can repossess anything we want at that point. It's ours.
And so, are you saying that the law of necessity is the laws of sovereign nation?
That's what that statement's in reference to.
Okay, so they're one and the same then, correct?
That's what I'm stating.
Okay. And what facts do you have to base that statement on?
Objection, Your Honor. It's not relevant.
Objections overruled. You can answer if you can.
I can't.
Do you make a habit of making sworn complaints and not being able to back up the statements within it with fact?
I just backed up the hotels would be overtaken and compensated.
So that's the laws of sovereign nation, that statement?
That's what I just stated.
Okay, so what are the other laws of sovereign nation?
Objection, Your Honor, is not relevant.
Well, he didn't say he knew all the laws, so the objection sustained.
Okay. Do you know of any other laws of a sovereign nation?
Objection, Your Honor, not relevant.
Objection sustained.
Okay, if you said, I believe you quoted, "We are at war" or "at war." So if the American people were named as enemies, would that not technically, by definition, mean that there is a war?
Objection, Your Honor, nobody said that the people were named as enemies.
Where are you quoting from?
It's in his complaint.
So you're saying that that language is in the complaint?
In the complaint that he swore to, yes.
Okay.
We are at war or "at war."
All right.
That quote.
Pardon?
That quote. He's asking a question about something about being, he's saying somebody else has said people were at war. If I understand the question correctly.
Okay, rephrase the question.
Can I approach him and look at the complaint real quick, and that way I can narrow it down for him? Okay, right here.
Transcript here. From the conference call, you stated "we are at war."
Yes. And I asked if it can be proven that someone has declared you the enemy, that would technically, by definition, be a war, would it not, if you are an enemy?
Objection, Your Honor. Calling for the witness to speculate is not
Yeah.
relevant.
Objection sustained.
So you took a quote of a few words. What were the words surrounding that quote?
I'm not sure. I'd have to find it here.
Okay.
This is a good time for us to take our morning recess. We are using something that is not evidence, which is the transcript. The transcript is not evidence.